Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to my platform. I hope that you guys are having a good day. So I'm not going to start the reading until I have one like on the video. But I will do my legal disclaimer and all that stuff. So make sure that you guys read what's in the chat and make sure that also that you guys are aware of my legal disclaimer. It's in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you guys are agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes shadow banning, plagiarism, copywriting, and gatekeeping of my messages. Everything said on this platform is copyrighted by God and the Holy Spirit, so don't plagiarize and copyright them, and also no energy harvesting. Okay. Now we're going to do the prayer. So yeah, you guys make sure that you like the chat, that you like the video as you come in, because I'm not going to start the reading until I have one like on the video. That like button, thank you, really helps me to know that the messages are resonating and that you guys like my content. All right, so I'd like to ask that the Most High God can be with us now, including all of our spiritual team of light and resonance, all of the energies that support us, including the archangels, our spirit teams, and spirit guides, guardian angels. And I would like to specifically ask that Archangel Michael please block out any negativity or anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. So now as I call upon your personal favor, Most High God, I would like to ask that you continue to give me the full armor for protection during my life's work and mission here on the earth. Please persecute anybody that bullies me or harasses me for doing my life's purpose or tries to bring down my confidence level. Please avenge me. And please avenge the people in my collective as well. I like to ask, I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and blocking out evil eye and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give glory and gratitude to you. And thanks to you. I pray into your holy presence, God, and I meditate upon your divine will, and anything that you have for the collective that needs to come out, I am willing to be an open vessel for you to get that message through. God's saying that we really need to be more supportive of each other, supportive of people, be more supportive of people that have your best interests at heart, and you guys will see better results in things. Also, living life with gratitude is really important. Welcome in, Girl Gone. Oh, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. I'm glad that you're still here. I'm glad that you're here. So yeah, I hope that you're having a wonderful day as well. And I hope that everything changes for you, because I know that you guys are going through some stuff. So we're going to tap into the general energy and just see what is here. I was guided to grab the Witch's Tarot and the, what is it called? What's the Tea Oracle? And I also pray that anybody that's trying to limit your income or limit my income, that they're suffered to pay the consequences of doing so, and that they're not allowed or able to affect our financial state of well-being, because that's not fair. Let's just be honest. Not fair. Okay. We shouldn't have to be fighting for our lives every day. You're dealing with somebody who's experiencing legal issues. They want to pull you into this legal issue. They've been talking a lot of shit on you to whoever these police officers are, whatever this is about. They're also trying to dig up dirt on you. Looking for dirt on you or vice versa, literally. I feel like the justice system is pulling dirt on this person. They're going to have to stand up for what they said. They lied about you to the courts. They're going to have to stand up for what they said. they're not going to be able to find any dirt that they can use against you to take you to court. Point blank, period. These people want to take you to court and sue you over something maybe you said. Maybe this person said that you were talking shit to them. Maybe you advised somebody. Again, we can advise people all day, but people need to take the messages how they resonate, and if they don't resonate, then not take them. If somebody was listening to some advice that you gave and they didn't get a good result, that's not your fault. It's their fucking fault. And they need to realize that they're responsible for their own reality, not you. Yeah, it's not fair, especially when we are hard workers. Yeah, you guys are actually working for a living while this person just sits around and steals and talks shit and sets other people up. That's the type of energy that you're dealing with. Just very low vibrational, dumbass idiot. And I call them an idiot because trying to hurt somebody else is going to hurt yourself. And they're trying to look for dirt on you so that they can use it to blackmail you to get you to stop doing God's work. What type of demonic piece of shit would actually try to dig up some dirt on you to use it against you to get you in legal problems so that you'll stop working for the Most High God? This person might as well just go up to the Most High God and say, look, I'm going to fucking cock block you and every one of your workers on this planet. And I just don't give a fuck about you. I don't care what you say. I don't respect you. I don't give a fuck about you. And I don't care about your children either. And I don't care about your overall goal of getting souls to come back to you. In fact, I not only do not care about that, but I'm going to go out of my motherfucking way to make sure that you don't have a win or a success. And in every type of way, I'm going to try to make your child fail. And God's like, okay, that's how you feel? God's like, what did I ever do to you but create you and give you a fucking life that you're ungrateful for? So ungrateful to the point where you know, this person, for them trying to set you up, they don't know what's coming for them. This could have been a karmic friend that you have that you moved on from. Literally, I pray that God casts this person to the pits of hell so that they can learn from their mistake and never do this to anybody else again. These are people that you can't fully trust. There's tension, secret competition. These people are burning shut up candles. So while they're burning shut up candles on you to keep you from telling the truth about them, they're sitting up talking shit on you, shit that they can't find any evidence. The things that these people are saying about you, there is no evidence to dig up. You need to keep this person away from you. You moved on from them. This person is only doing this because you're moving in silence and not telling them your every move. When they knew your every move, when they knew where you worked at, when they knew your job, when they knew your every move, when they knew your 9 to 5, they were able to successfully try to block you. And it could have been because you guys weren't getting God involved. You know, God's going to give you the free will to handle your own situations. But if you don't ever ask for God or the universe's help, then the universe may not help you because it respects your free will and your free will choice. You learned that this person, every time you told this person something that you were working on, they went into the spirit and worked against it so that it would never come into existence. Again, like this moving in silence, you know, some people feel like they're going to stop your support. No, they're not. Your support comes from the Most High God. How are they going to stop that? They can manipulate whatever the fuck they want in this physical realm, but that comes at a price and it comes at a cost. And these people better be ready to pay the price with their blood. If they can't pay financially, they can pay with their blood. If they can't pay, like, seriously, that is what God is saying. If they cannot pay you restitution for trying to get you involved and trying to get you put in prison when you've done absolutely nothing but be kind and considerate and nice and helpful to this person feels like you advised them in the wrong way. I disagree. I feel like you told this person what to do, but their situation was so fucked up and hopeless anyways that it wouldn't have mattered what you advised them to do. They still were going to get reprimanded by the Most High God. They're still going to get this negative karma. No matter what you told this person to do with themselves, they still have to face up to the karma of them not following what God has commanded them to do. This person wants to start drama with you. Obviously, with the legal issues, that's drama. They want to start drama with you, and they want to waste your time so that you don't fulfill your destiny. This is all about delaying you from fulfilling what God has sent you to do. This person is the devil. Like, they could be a very Christian person. They're the most disgusting. Ew. Ew. This person is an abomination. An outright abomination. And it has the audacity to sit up talking shit about you, trying to dig up dirt on you when this person's a dirty motherfucker. That's funny. I mean, literally, you know, exactly. Daddy karma, daddy time, father of Saturn is going to get these people. This is all because you move in silence and you're not telling them what you're doing. This person's going freaking insane. They feel like they have the right to know what you're doing so that they can go and sabotage it. And God is not going to allow this person in any type of way to get any type of information on you that of anything you're going through or anything that you're working on or anything like that. It's a no. It's a hard no. This person wants to come towards you and make an offer to waste your time. They want to pull you off of the path that God has you on and take you down a dark road that is not going to leave you anywhere but hell. This person's already going to hell. You don't need to go with them. Straight up. They're going to come to you with some bullshit offer. I would say no. You know, they may literally want to offer you like something, an object, and then they're going to literally try to pull you into a court battle that has nothing to do with you after they offer you some type of gift. It's a fuck no. Okay? It's a no. They want you to give them money. They may want to offer, if these people don't offer you money for restitution, they're going to go to hell a lot faster. Their children are going to be unalived. They're going to go through a lot of things that they don't want to experience. But because they've tried to stop your flow of money and they tried to stop people, they were bribing people not to give you money, not to pay you. Literally, these people went out of their ways to call your jobs and all that shit. No. Okay. They're going to experience what it actually feels like to not be loved or liked by anybody, because this person is not loved or liked by anybody. And if they have children, their children's about to be taken, or they already have. You could have moved away from this weirdo, and you moved in silence. You didn't tell this person where you're going. They're so furious about that. They're so pissed off. Like, I can't even tell. There's not even a word that I know of that could tell you how pissed off this person is. That you moved and you didn't tell them where you're moving to. This person was trying to get you homeless and put on the streets and fired and all that shit. Like, they should never know where you live. If they knew where you lived now or where you're going to, if you're moving, move in silence. This person wants to move and live around you, only they don't have the means to. You probably could be moving to a better place, or you just did. This person's trying to move around you so that they can siphon your energy and stop people from giving to you and stop you from connecting with the community and stop you from having a job. This person's going way the fuck out of their way to try to block God's plan. And this person doesn't even know God's plan, but they just want you to give them money, and they don't want anybody giving to you. And look at this. This person wants to marry for money. Or they could be saying that you are marrying for money. Well, who in the fuck would marry somebody that's goddamn broke? Hi, Lauren, welcome in. But who would want to marry somebody that doesn't have their finances together? Is anybody coming up with that? Anybody want to marry somebody that's broke? So this whole you being a gold digger and marrying for money, I don't want to hear that shit. Nobody is going to marry somebody that's broke, okay? And the people that do are desperate as fuck. Okay. Because nobody should even be trying to get married if they don't have their finances together. You can't, marriage is for a family. It's for building a family and having children. And if you can't afford that, then you should not be getting married. You should get your finances together and then try to marry somebody. But yeah, this person needs to really shut the fuck up. Like, they're shut up spandle. I keep saying that. So there may be something about a spindle. This person feels like they have the power of Maleficent, that they can just speak some shit and you're going to like come across a spinning wheel and prick your finger and go to sleep forever. Like, what? No, you're not going back to sleep. You know who you are spiritually, and you're learning more and more about that every day. And these people have failed to understand that you are more important than them. I mean, I'm sure that they can sense that. They just don't want to acknowledge it. Yeah, you're in this by you moving, you're hitting the jackpot. By you getting away from these freaks and weirdos, you're literally entering into a jackpot. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. So yeah, it was because you were around these people that you were not able to keep a job or to make finances happen or whatever. It's this person that wants to come in and offer you some fucking bullshit. No, I don't care if they come in with a bag of whatever substance you enjoy, whatever bag of money. I don't care what they come in with. This person has attachments. Okay. So they're not coming in with a legitimate offer. They want to pull you into something that they're going down for. Maybe this person literally put some poison in somebody's cup and unalived them. They want you to take the fall for that. Literally, this person needs piece. They need a piece of your evidence. They need a piece of like DNA from you. And they're looking for specific things. They need DNA on you. And this person also has been doing witchcraft on the justice system. Wow. That's crazy. They want to fight you. This person could be trying to set up like a girl fight. They could literally be trying to set up an altercation where you like walk out of your house or something. It says arguments, physical fight, at work, competing, where you walk out of your house or some shit and this person's there. And trust me, if you like, trust me, if you walk out of your house and this person's pulled up in your driveway or around your driveway, pull out your phone, record them, turn around, go in your house, go get your pew-pew if you have one, go get your pepper spray if you have one, lock the door and call the police, because this person will try to pull you into a fight so that they can then get a restraining order against you. And I feel like this person wants to move around you and then get you kicked out. So it's like if this person was to move in within a certain radius of where you live, then they would try to coax you into a situation that would make you look like you were the aggressor when it was them. And then they would use that going to the courts to try to get you, to try to get a restraining order for a certain amount of time against you, even though it's not needed at all, just so that they could get you kicked out of your house so you couldn't be around where you live. So you couldn't be in this new life, moving on, being in a jackpot. That's what this person's trying to do. So that's why I say, when you see them, take out the phone, and you need to make sure that you have it recorded, that you're telling them, I do not give you consent to be on my property. I do not want to see you. I do not want to speak to you. I do not ever want to have contact with you ever again. And I'm not going to argue about it. That's the only time I'm ever going to say it. And then you turn around and you walk into your house and you shut the door. And then you call the police and you say, somebody is on my property. They have come here to threaten me or whatever. And you send them that message and let them know that this person is there. And if you have any ring bell stuff, like a ring bell camera, and they come to your front door, let them come and knock and bang and whatever. Let them, and just record them literally and tell them, no, they don't have consent to gain entry to your house. They don't have consent to be on your property. They don't have consent to be on your doorstep. They're uninvited. They're unwelcome, and they're rebuked. I would rebuke them in the name of Jesus right on the spot, because they're over here trying to get the inside scoop, trying to look through your windows and shit, wanting to find out where you live so they can come fight you, closer look, nosy up in your business just so that they can block you. Cock blocking. They don't want you gaining money. They don't want you giving money to others. This person feels like they have the authority to curse you because they are unhappy. No. So yeah, if you have somebody that is a ex-friend that comes back and wants to speak to you, no, they don't have permission to come anywhere near you. And if they try to harm you in any way, make sure you have that pepper spray on you. Make sure that you know how to use it, okay? And spray that person in the face. And you only have to tell somebody like a couple times before, you know, they you only have to tell them a couple, like I think it's like 3, especially you can shoot somebody if they're in your house and they won't leave and you've told them 3 times. But I'm not going to tell you to shoot anybody, but I will tell you to protect yourself by all means, because you will need protection from this person if they come near you. They're that psychotic. Oh, welcome in, Shaman Maria. Blessings to you as well. I love the mermaid. I love the mermaid. It's so cute. It always makes me feel good. But yeah, this person was definitely trying to block you guys. And they're mainly pissed because they're left in this community. When you left these people behind, you took your protection with you, because obviously your protection is going to be with you. Why would it be with somebody else? These people got used to having your protection around. Now they felt entitled to your energy and your protection and your work, but they were never going to give you any support for that. They were trying to always get you kicked out of something or get you fired for something or trying to hurt and harm you. Even though the only reason this person wasn't getting their shit is because they lived near you. They realized that once you left, your protection left. That's why this person wants to find out where you live and come near you and start something with you. This person does not realize that you would beat the shit out of them. You would literally beat them till they piss themselves. Literally, you would beat the shit out of this person if they came onto your property and tried to be aggressive with you. You might even pew them. This person is a very dangerous. They're a danger to themselves. I mean, I have like no pity for people like this because this is pathetic. This is totally about vampirism. This is because this person was a psychic vampire, was siphoning off of you, was using you as a freaking human shield to shield them from all of the negative karma that they were going to get no matter the fuck what, because that's what the karmic law is. And they were taking advantage of you in every type of way, taking advantage of your energy and taking advantage of your favor. And taking advantage of the fact that they lived near you. So God was not going to bring destruction to them because it would be destruction to you. And this is why God will tell you to walk away from competitive friends, to walk away from people that are blessing blockers, and to leave them behind so that they can get their shit. Because the moment that you walk out of their life, you take that protection that was never their protection. It was always your protection. You take that with you. And then these people are left out in the open, and all of the karma from everything that they were doing while they were harassing you comes right back to hit them. And then the asses is forced to deal with it. You know what I mean? So yeah. They should have like literally just been a good person to you, and they would have been blessed by God if they would have done right by you. But this person didn't. They chose not to. They were always partying and always wanting you to engage. Like, this reminds me of a fucking neighbor, drug dealing neighbor that I had. No, it's a no. It's a hard no. You don't want to live this always partying lifestyle that these people live. And that's another reason that they want you to give them money so bad. Like, when you were there, they were getting money. Now that you're not there, they're not getting this money or whatever. They're not being given money. These people could also have been opening fake accounts in your name and saying that they were you and extorting money out of other people so that they could always party. These are the type of people that are always in the club. They're always in the bar. They're always doing shit that they shouldn't be doing. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go to the bar, you shouldn't go to the club, but I'm saying when you always do it, always is a practice that's perpetual, that is a continuing practice. These people are never going to grow up. They're adult children, and the universe is tired of allowing them to get away with this shit. The universe is like, no, it's time for them to get their karma. And they're always partying, which means they've got holes in their aura. Their vibration is low. So they're going to be a perfect match for the witchcraft that they sent out to you. All because you're a queen rising, stepping up in your power, being in the spotlight, being seen, being praised, and coming up. These people feel like if they can't benefit off of your energy, then you shouldn't either. And that's not for them to decide. They were always fake flexing, acting like they're rich. Again, these people are so pissed that they can't keep up with you, that they can't move to your new neighborhood because it's a level up from what they were living. These people are stuck in that same shit city with the same demonic ass people and the same low vibrational behavior and all that shit. They're stuck there. They're not fucking going anywhere. They're not having a new beginning. You're having a new beginning. You rejected this person, and God is rejecting this person. There's no amount of money that's going to get them out of the karma that they have to pay. There's no amount of money that they can earn or whatever. These people are broke as shit spiritually and physically. They don't have the finances to come step to where you're at now to energy harvest off of you to maintain their livelihood. Okay, these people have been stealing energy from you to go fucking party and give it to other people, and that's some vampiric shit. They're being rejected by the divine and rejected by the spiritual world. Now these people are like, literally, they were hooked. They were trying to sink their hooks into you like you're some type of fish. They were really, really hooked on your energy. I can't even explain it in any more of a way than they're being rejected because of what they just tried to do. This person wants you staying inside. They want you paranoid. They want you afraid to go out your house. This person was sending so much spell work to your house that it's actually, you had to move. And when you moved, that spell work did not go with you. It has returned back to the sender, all and the entirety of it. And I'm talking about years and fucking years of spell work. I'm literally talking about years of spell works. Like years of it has all returned back to their house. Now these people are paranoid. Now they're looking out their windows like tweakers. Now they're like scared to go outside. They feel like you're everywhere. No, it's your ancestors that don't play about you. You may not be a murderer. You may not be somebody that would unalive another person, but your ancestors, they are beings that will unalive another person, point blank, period. And they don't play about you. And good, thank God for that, because you need that protection. While you learn to grow and protect yourself and defend yourself, you do need protection. And so that's what your spiritual team is for. And your spiritual team has got their hooks into these people, and they're not letting go. They're not ever going to let up on these people. This is like entrapment forever. Because your ancestors and spirit guides know that if they take their foot off of these people's necks, that these people will literally strike out with venom against you and try to bite you. It's just like stepping on a snake's head. You know, they're standing on the head of the snake, and if they were to lift their heel up in any type of way off this person, they would strike out against you and try to harm you. So it's a fuck no. And because your spirit guides and ancestors can see the future and every alternate reality of the future that exists, your spirit guides know that 99.9% of the time, this person, if you were to show them any mercy, they would take that for granted, and they would try to create a lethal attack that would take you completely out of this world. These people are guilty and very foolish. They're grudge holders. These people are drinking the poison of anger and hatred and resentment, and they think that you're going to get sick. But they're the ones drinking the poison. By holding a grudge against you for some shit that happened. This is like a grudge against somebody that this person can't even tell you why they're holding a grudge, because it's only because you moved away or out of this city and moved on from them, and then you hit the jackpot. Obviously, when you see somebody, when you leave a relationship and then all of a sudden your life gets better, you know that it was this other person doing it. Okay, Elisa, you need to read what's in the whatever I've written in the thing. I'm not answering personal questions today. So anyways, yeah, these people are just habitual grudge holders, and they don't, they're not going to let up on whatever they're upset about, because they see you doing better without them. You have moved on from them, and you've moved in silence, so they don't know where you are. They're pissed, and then they know that you are succeeding without them, and so this person knows that they're the problem. And people need to stop acting so fucking entitled. It's crazy to me. The entitlement on these people to your protection and your energy is like crazy to me. What in the hell? Like, what in the literal hell? These people have so many bad habits. I also feel like they're upset that you haven't fallen into addiction, because this person is addicted to stuff. They're whatever they're on, whatever substance this is that makes them this way. I wish that they would stop taking it. Seriously. I wish that these people would get sober and grow the fuck up and just let you go. The reason that their energy is low and that they're being energy harvested from is because these people are narcissists. They're surrounded by narcissists, and they've lowered their frequency by always partying, having reckless sex, and by doing these substances. They're weakening themselves every day, giving themselves mental illnesses. Demons are allowed to attach onto these people. Negative entities latch onto them and utilize them, and they're possessed 99% of the fucking time. They're out of their body and they're possessed because of the shit that they've done. Has nothing to do with you walking away and your protection not being there. Like I said, they're doing this shit. They're hurting and harming themselves. And then they believe that it's you that's doing it. No, how are you responsible for these people's drugs addictions? How are you responsible for them always partying? How are you responsible for them holding a grudge? None of this shit has anything to do with you. That's why the police will not move in your direction or even come against you, because they see clearly that these people are just holding a grudge of some type. You could have rejected them and not wanted to sleep with them or something. This person's probably got a disease. You've got to be fucking joking with this dumb shit. But this is the type of people that you're dealing with. They don't like to see you win, and they don't like to see you happy. And then now that they can't see you at all, and they can't literally try to record you through the walls, they can't call the police on you every day and tell the police to come to your address. They can't bribe other people to also call the police on you. They can't make false reports because they don't know where you are. They look real fucking stupid to the authorities, because this person, you moved in silence. This person was still trying to trap you and put you in prison in some type of way. They were literally trying to put you in jail and pull you into a legal battle, thief, trying to steal something from you, maybe your property, maybe your home, whatever this is that they were trying to steal. They can't fucking have it. And they got in trouble with the police. That's why they're in this legal situation, because when they called the police on you and you had moved, there's evidence of where you live now. And it's like only evidence that it's like having your address on your license. You know what I mean? Like you had to change the address for stuff. This person does not have that address. So when they called the police on you, they thought that you would be in the same spot that you always were. And there was somebody else there. And they said, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then it made these people who were trying to call the police on you all the time and trying to get DCFS and all this other shit involved in your life, it made them look like the retarded, dumbass idiots that they are. And the liars, basically, because that's what they are. And so now the police have a completely different perspective on what's going on. And these people are facing some type of charge, of multiple charges, actually, because of what they were trying to do to hurt and harm you. White collar crime type shit. They were trying to force their way in, force things on you. This person wanted to force an addiction on you. It's a no. God's not supporting that. This person forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. That's what they were trying to do with the police. They were trying to force you to go to jail for something that you've never done. It's a no. That's why you moved away from these people, because you knew that that city, those people, that community, they did not mean you any good. And if you're still in this situation, it's showing you, if you move away, you'll enter into a jackpot. If you move away from these fucking weirdos, these psychic vampires, these stalkers and shit. These people have love on the brain, but they're not thinking loving thoughts towards you. They're thinking about somebody else that loves you. And again, you're not to blame because somebody else is in love with you. This person is just very jealous. They're just holding a grudge, because their life is fucked up. They're being haunted and harassed by your ancestors. They're being seriously tormented. They're also being rejected and turned down because they were going to a witchcraft person, a sangoma, a bruja, whatever. They were going to somebody that was a reader that also practices magic. And this person was lying to this person. And so since they can't have physical eyes on you, they've been going to this person and trying to get and getting this person to abuse their abilities to look into your energy. And this reader is now turned on these people because literally this reader has gotten their gifts. They've gotten blocked. Their gifts are either gone or they're blocked completely to where this person can never use them again because they tried to look into your life. And that's a big no-no. You don't look in. That's why I will say, when you ask me a question, make sure it's about yourself and because I will not answer questions about other people. I'm not going to be giving people information that they should not have because they're going to go abuse somebody else with that information. I'm not a fucking idiot. Okay. I know other readers will do that and they can go ahead and do that and get their gifts stripped from them, but I'm not going to engage in low vibrational shit like that. I can look at other people's energy through your energy if it's relevant, but if it's not relevant at all and you're just being nosy and wanting to look into somebody else's business, go find somebody the fuck else or do it yourself. Because I'm not going to take the repercussions of going against somebody else's free will and trying to read their Akashic records without permission. And if God says no, then God says no. It doesn't matter what the fuck you say. If God says no, I'm going to listen to God because God never lets me down. Yeah, this person is a broke ass motherfucker. They were going to this divination person all the time, spending like hundreds and thousands of dollars. I'm not even kidding. The amount of money that this person has spent on divination, this is one reason why they cannot move towards you. Because literally, first of all, they don't know where you are. Secondly, they don't have the money to do so. And my ears are itching again, which means that somebody is trying to silence me, silence us, silence this reading, or they're talking shit about it or whatever. I don't care whatever witchcraft or evil eye this person is sending. I rebuke it and I send it back. I'm not going to shut up. Why would I stop talking so that this person could, like, for what? For fucking what? What am I going to stop doing the job that God told me to do for this person to gain what? No, they're broke as shit. They're spiritually broke ass. Acting like they got it all, acting like they're better than you. This person is not better than you. This person can't even make better choices. They're literally having PTSD trauma side effects because what they've done to try to make you broke and abuse. And this reader that they were going to that was charging them hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I'm not going to lie, if I was doing personal readings, except for what I do on my other platform, I would be charging hundreds of dollars because I don't know what situations I'm walking into. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I don't like to dive into other people's demons and have to face their problems for them and shit like that. So I would definitely charge a lot of money, but my shit is the top quality, because when I read for people, not only does the shit get cleared, but the future actually changes to a better alternate reality. And you'll never get that with any other person. And so I'm not going to cap. I would charge probably $700 per reading and have them be like a half an hour. But, I'm not doing personal readings because I got tired of people coming in and fucking lying to me about shit and being very manipulative and then putting me through the ringer. And I got tired of having to face everybody else's demons. And it's just not fair. It's not fair to a reader or anybody to have to be forced to take on other people's negative karma because they're a bad person. So yeah. This person is such a creep. They're creeping, stalking, watching, obsessed. They're obsessed. They're trying to screenshot you. I feel like this person's trying to compile some type of screenshot thing from your social media so that they can take it to a practitioner or take it to this court person to get you to shut up. This person wants you silenced. Wow. Why would you be silenced? They're trying to use scarcity tactics. Like, if you don't shut up and stop talking about the witchcraft that I'm doing, if you don't shut up and stop talking about the abuse I did to you, if you don't shut up and stop talking about the divination that I abused and how I'm a broke ass piece of shit, if you don't stop talking about that, I'm going to take you to court and sue you. No, the fuck you're not. It's called freedom of speech. And when it's a general reading, you're not going to get anybody. You're not going to be pulling nobody into a court of a law when it's something general, especially if it's like a social media post that you made. This person just wants to use some type of scarcity tactics. Maybe back in the fucking 1500s, this type of bullshit would have worked and they would have been able to silence a woman or somebody that's a truth teller. But straight up, it's not going to work now. This person's a dumbass. They can get as many pictures and screenshot evidences of you as they want. It does not change the fact that you are still chosen and that God prefers you to do something over them. And if it's being with a man or a woman, or if it's healing yourself or whatever it is, God prefers you over them. Point blank, period. They can use as many scarcity tactics as they want. But again, God, you're not dumb enough to put a limit on God when God can do anything. These people just want you to be afraid, thinking that you're going to have to face a legal issue. And no, you're not. You probably have, if you advise people in any type of way, or you give out advice or whatever, you probably tell people, a legal disclaimer. And if you don't, you should. That, again, they need to be able to use their discernment to pick what part of the reading is for them and what's for somebody else. Take what resonates and leave what does not. And, use your best discernment. Make sure you're grounded. You can only tell people that they're responsible for their own actions and shit like that. And that you could never influence, no matter what you say, it's never going to be something that could influence this person to do something negative that they weren't going to do already themselves. And again, people need to stop coming into your energy and expecting you to give them shit when they don't give you anything. They're giving you fucking evil eye and they expect you to actually respond in a good way, like you're going to let them back in. No, this person's a freaking weirdo. They ain't shit. They know this. This person knows that they've been a loser their entire life. They know that their parents were losers. They know that their religion is a loser. They know that their job is losing. They know that they're a fucking loser. Okay? This person is not confused about that. When it comes to who's winning, and I can hear them talking shit. They need to shut up. When it comes to who's winning and who's not, you can obviously see that you're the queen rising, stepping into your power, coming up, you're praised, you're in the spotlight, you're gaining momentum, gaining fame, gaining traction. It doesn't matter how many people are attracted to you. Each and every person is going to learn a different lesson from your energy. Threatening, intimidating, threatened, and bothered. This person's threatened. If anybody threatens you, inform the police about it. Don't allow people to just keep sending threatening emails, keep sending bullying shit. It's a no. Like, this is like literally somebody that wants you to do a bunch of shit for them that they would never fucking do for you. They would never fucking do for you. This person wants to threaten you so that you'll stop being yourself and stop speaking the truth. And this person, I'm sorry, if their guilty conscience thinks that everything that you say or post is about them, then their guilty conscience is pointing to that. That doesn't really have anything to do with you. That's their guilty conscience. You're like unbothered. Literally, you're over here unbothered, and this is what's got this person so heated up and so pissed off to the point where they want to come threaten your life. The audacity to try to block God and then to try to come in and mess with your life. God will fix this. Whatever this person has stopped or stolen or done to you, God will replenish it tenfold. Just like with my moving situation, I had gang stalkers, people that were doing all of this shit that we're talking about today to me and worse. And they were coming to my house every day at certain times, trying to record me, harassing me, banging on my door and shit like that, leaving witchcraft outside my door, all of the doors of my houses, pouring vinegar on my property, doing insane fucking witch shit. Literally. Insane witch shit, and God moved me right out of the way at a very convenient time, and I didn't tell nobody where I was going, and now these people are falling into their own damnation because they're damned for doing that. So yeah, this whole community of vampires can burn in the second death fires of hell for all I care. I mean, literally, when you have an entire community that's been turned into vampiric entities, that's a problem. And these religions don't see anything wrong with that. They continue to propel and perpetuate this narcissistic abuse and bullshit with these people, allowing them to get away with murder. Yeah, these people are not going to be touching you. Bankrupt because they're bankrupt. Not only that, these people have spent so much money trying to do divination on you to find out where you live and all sorts of stupid shit to hack into your devices to get some type of thing that they can use against you in a court of law, and there's nothing. You're not doing anything. They're bankrupt. They have bills that are due. They're getting thrown out of that community that's 100% fucking demonic and vampiric. They're stalking you on fake accounts, thinking that they're going to get something that they can use against you to spy on you, and it's not going to happen. This person is just broke, and they're broken, and it's not your job to fix them. You don't need people in your life that are fixer-uppers. Like, who in the hell wants a friend or a coworker or somebody in their life that they have to completely fix? That's broken as fuck. No, I'm sorry. If these people are this broken. They are in the perpetual dark night of the soul because they're never going to figure out that their purpose is not to attack you, that God never told this person that attacking you was part of their divine life purpose. I don't think anything told this person that they were going to get anything for doing this shit to you other than being broke. This person's just played out and they want to come back from the past, and it's a no. They're trying to get evidence, some type of physical evidence, so they can plant it at the scene of a crime and then use these corrupt officials to try to get you put in jail, so that you don't reveal through whatever verbal way that you are revealing what these people are doing. They're looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. And this could be why your background is the way it is, because these people are going to try to look you up and they're going to see that you've survived a very hard life. And these people who have gone through absolutely nothing, who have been pampered, who have never fucking been spanked, never fucking been told no. Literally, these people have that type of energy, that they just have never been reprimanded for anything that they've ever done. Like, literally, they just are allowed to get away with it. And then they involve other people and these court judges and immigration lawyers and shit like that. Like, this person, if this is that immigrant that I was picking up on that's kicked out of this country, they went to court just recently and tried to come back into the United States of America, telling this man that the moment, and this person didn't know that the FBI was already watching them, that ICE was already watching them and monitoring their communications, because she was telling this man that the moment she gets back into America, she's going to come for you again. It's a fuck no. You're not coming back to America. I don't care what the circumstance is. The court said no. And this person is now stuck in another country and they're upset. Who gives a fuck? Let them try to do voodoo on you from that other country. Again, I guarantee they won't be moving near you. They won't be accessing this jackpot energy ever again. These people are going to really learn what it's like to lose something that was really valuable. Travel. Like I said, they're not going to be able to travel to this country and come back here and fuck you over again. It's a no. You could literally be traveling and this person doesn't want you to travel. They feel like they have the right to know where you are and that they feel like you're the problem. You're not the problem. This person is their own problem. They keep trying to restrict your ability to speak out against them. No, it's a hard no. Okay. Continue to speak your truth. Don't let this person get to you. This person's crying over you. Let them cry. They should be crying, being sad and upset. Whoa. There's a lot of cards right there. What did I say about dusting it off? They're trying to get physical evidence of yours, some fingerprints, a piece of hair, something, so that they can attach to a voodoo doll or use it as evidence and plant it somewhere. By you not letting this person in your life and by you moving away and moving in silence, you have dodged bullets and that would have literally killed you. And by you traveling also away from this person, you're blocked negativity, escaping crazy people, protected from haters. This person's in their head overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing because they know that they're not going to be able to frame you. And not only that, they're going to face some type of repercussion with the legal system here for trying to do this, for making false reports, for all of this shit that they've done. And they've done so many illegal things trying to steal your identity and shit like that, like identity fraud crap. Like, these people are being watched by more than one part of the government. They're not getting away with anything. You're over here too busy winning right in their face. So yeah, like I said, they're stalking your social media. They see you winning. They see you living. They see you like having a nice place to live. They see you having a good setup. They see you literally having a good life. And this person is like, no, I have to destroy that. No, they don't. In fact, this person most likely would have been allowed to stay had they not committed crimes against you, but they're a thief. They've always been a thief. They've always been wanting to steal from you energetically, steal from you emotionally, steal from you physically, steal from you mentally. And now, it's a no. They're being told no for the first time ever. And they're throwing a childish little like bitch fit about it because they're being told no. And because their spell work is not working. This person feels like they have to come back to wherever you are to get this spell work to work. I don't care where they go on this planet. This spell work that they were doing against you will never work again. They always never have the facts. They make shit up and lie continuously. Good afternoon, Crystal. Yeah, this person continuously makes shit up and lie. They lie. They're stupid. Foolish to think that they were going to get away with this. All right, let's get a conclusion for my collective. These people are facing the bad karma that when they were living around you, that your protection was blocking. And you were experiencing the bad karma that was being sent to them because you were near them. That's why God needed to move you out of the way. And this negative, unjustified karma, we rebuke all negative, unjustified karma in the name of Yeshua. We also rebuke everything that's been behind that negative karma, and we return it back to the sender tenfold. This person was always a wolf in sheep's clothing that was betraying you the entire time. They want you to get upset, so I would remain calm. Remain unfazed. This person wants you to be crying, wants you to be sick, wants you to be stressed, wants you to be upset, wants you to be in trouble. You're not in trouble. You're not going to be losing anything. In fact, you're gaining things. By you staying away from this person, you're gaining. You are unfazed. You maybe felt the energy, had to go through a little bit of it, but you didn't have to go through not anything of what these people are going to have to go through. This karma is going to take their life. They're a happiness hater, point blank, period. These people always hated your happiness. And they're played out. They've played every card that they had in the book. They've done everything that they could do. And they know that. So now they're going to resort to some low vibrational, evil eye bullshit witchcraft because you're not going to give them whatever they want from you, which is most likely protection from this karma that they created. And so it's a no. Their witchcraft is rebuked and it's returned back to them and blocked in advance. God knew that these people were always going to act this way. And so that's why God gave you special protection from them, like in advance. They've got a very bad reputation, and their reputation gets worse every day. The more bad shit that they do in the spirit, they're definitely trying to get some type of photo proof or evidence of you. Like I said, evidence of you doing what? This is somebody that's dumb enough to like try to do a deep AI fake of you, or try to get pictures of you and put like cut out substances that these people sell and put it in the picture with you so it looks like you're doing something. Like that's the type of energy I get from these fucking weirdos. It's a no. They're not going to be doing, they can attempt to do this dumb shit, but there's always somebody that knows computers and knows how to photo check everything to see if it's AI created or if it's manipulated photograph evidence at all. Like that's not, finding somebody to do that part of the shit is extremely easy. Okay. And I think I'm going to block this person. because I don't like that entitled ass energy. On my platform, following me from platform to platform. No, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Why would you come over here and expect me to do a personal reading when you haven't even liked the video and shit like that? Like, come on. I do that as bonuses. I don't do it every time. People need to stop acting so fucking goddamn entitled. It's extremely offensive to me. That's crazy. I'm already doing a free reading. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay, there we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys too. Yeah, this person is a groupie. They've always been a groupie to you, literally. Okay, what else does the collective need to know? To continue to pray Psalm 91 against these people because it's kicking their ass, literally. They wanted to have some type of romantic love affair. They're upset about, they think you're going to have a romantic love affair with somebody that they're involved with. No, you're not. You would never take this losing ass motherfucker back. Whoever the hell this person is thinking of, you're not going to be engaging with them. So yeah, they're going to have to find a different way to try to torment you. They're going to use witchcraft. It's going to be blocked. They're going to curse themselves. They're going to literally put themselves in an early grave, and you're going to remain unfazed. They're going to literally lose their children. I said that. Kids at risk of being taken or about to reporting something, neglect and abuse. And if they were trying to get your children taken from you, they will be losing their children. Because they, instead of taking care of their own kids, they're focusing on your life, stalking you, fishing for comments, trying to get people from your past to talk about you because they're clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up dramatic. This person knows that this other person that they want to be with wants you back. And these people have some type of sexual infection. That's another reason that they were not allowed to come back into the United States. Carless. They don't have a car. They don't have a vehicle. This person's a scrub. They wanted to make you such a dirty offer. Like, I don't even know what type of vampire is crawling out of that fucking coffin right there. But they wanted they wanted to make that offer to you so that you would take it and that it would like mess you up. This person could be bullying you online. It says cyberbully, you are being bullied online or have suffered from it. You know, and same shit, different day. It's always been this person. They were definitely trying to steal your work, copy you, be a replication of you. This person could have been trying to get plastic surgery to look like you. Again, your light irritates their demon. They're stuck in some type of fucked up love triangle that has nothing to do with you. And you're over here reflecting and going through an ego shift while this person's trying to impersonate you and steal your identity. They're trying to use you as some type of side hustle. And they're just a spiritual hater that will smile in your face and stab and kiss your ass and stab you in the back. You're over here ignoring them because they're an obsessive lover and a weirdo. And you know that you have a boss daddy coming in, or you are this boss daddy. And you're uninterested. These people had to run away in the first place, and they feel like they're into you with this sexual chemistry. They're absolutely out of their mind. These people have definitely done too much. They did too much. And they're going to do too much, and it's going to cause an ending that's irreversible. While you guys go through a resurrection, these people will be passing away. Because, again, they're not going to make it through the dark night of the soul, because these people, whatever purpose they had originally in this life, that is like a divine life purpose, they don't have that anymore. That was stripped from them because they tried to come for your destiny. They tried to stop people from being able to give to you. So now they're going to experience that while you're over here traveling, moving on, moving forward, moving up in life, and getting praised, getting recognized and being in the spotlight, being a creative person. I want you guys to continue to live your lives and be happy people and move in silence. The best thing that you always could have done with dealing with this type of person and people is to move in silence so that they have no idea what your next plan is, because truly what they don't know about, they can't sabotage. What they don't know about, they can't wish against. What they don't know about, what they can't see, they can't send witchcraft to, all of that shit. You know what I mean? Exactly. They're creepy weirdos for sure. And yeah, definitely pray Psalm 91. Continue to pray that because it's working, you guys. It's definitely working on these people. It's keeping them out of your energy and it's keeping them away from you. And that's the best thing that can happen, because these people truly need to go through their karma, learn their lessons, and literally live out whatever remnants of a destiny that they have left. They need to abide by that and then leave your guys' lives alone, because again, I don't feel like you guys are here to hurt and harm anyone. And so I do feel like, you know, you guys will be continue to be chosen. Basically, they're not getting away with anything that they've been doing. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. We're calling in positivity for the rest of the day and for forever, actually. Okay, so please like this video. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you guys are subscribed. All right, so that you know when I go live. All right, you guys, have a beautiful day. Know that God loves you and know I love you too. I'm giving you guys support. And remember to pray Psalm 91 against these weirdos. And just praying Psalm 91 every day is a good way to just create an energetic boundary against anything that anybody would try to bring your way. All right. Okay. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Have a beautiful day. Peace be with you, you guys. See you in the next one. The truth definitely came to the light and it always will. Yeah. Okay. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.